The bounce right side. S.V.G. slings to first. One pitch and one out. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
And first offering is fouled off.
Hey!
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Now 2 away.
Oh, man. Just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box. And it clearly was not that pitch.
Ian Happ at the plate now. That's ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curve.
Hey everyone, happy Monday.
What's up, Dan?
Base hit, and that extends the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss. Runner on the move, in the dirt. Throw bounces, and he's in there. Safely with a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation.
And meanwhile, that pitch is off the catcher's mitt. It squirts away. Now the tag at third, and they got him. Misplay doesn't cost them. Top of the second, stepping in, Mason Wynn.
Off the plate, ball 1.
In the air, right field. 1 down.
Batting 5th, the third baseman, number 16.
Here's Nolan Gorman. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Second inning here, no score.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Man at second. Hit weakly on the ground. Over to first. And now 2 gone. So up next, Pedro Pajes. Into center and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw's offline, he's saved. On the board first, it's 1-0. So 2 down. Here's a speed threat, Victor Scott. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Scott goes 5 feet 11 inches, 190 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Bunting for a hit. Grabs it barehanded, but no chance. That's an infield single. First and second, 2 outs. Thomas S.V.G. digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it's off the wall. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score. And they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. All muscle to center field. And they add a couple more. It's 5-0.
First pitch changeup didn't fool him in the slightest. He got the front foot down, and then he blasted it out of here.
In the air, left field. Coming on his half. He's there to make the catch. ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, S.V.G.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one hammered. And that one's gone into the bleachers.
The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
Out towards right center field. Scott has a beat on it. And there's one down. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Nope, that's down.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Now he's challenging the called strike. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. One out man at first. Moises Ballesteros will hit next. And it's fouled away. 0-1. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. 2 down. And here comes Dansby Swanson. Just missed. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger.
Line drive. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
2 bases.
So 2 on with 2 away. Nico Horner will come up to hit. In the dirt. Runners stay where they are. That's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a bouncer, Gorman. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. Cubbies edge closer on this long ball. Here at Wrigley Field, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. Foul ball there. In the air to left center, Crow Armstrong should have this one, and there's 1 down. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Flied to right his first time. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Crow Armstrong ranges back, and it lands in the basket. A home run.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Bullpen action for the Cubs. Javier Assad, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Ray also throwing. In the air, left field. Tracks it down for the out. 2 away. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Hit hard on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first, and that ends the inning. Cubs get one on the solo shot. And this is set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch. That's in there, and that's strike one. Slider for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And that's a fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. In half up to hit. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. And foul ball. High fly ball, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out.
Up next for the Cubs.
So up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki.
Ball one.
Suzuki.
Finds its way through, base hit, and it gets by him. In comes the runner from third. It's 6-2. Tag got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third. Crow Armstrong batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Gets him to chase after that one. Outside low, and a count 1-2. Stays alive. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the fourth, Javier Assad.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Swanson fires over to first. One pitch and one out. So digging in, Victor Scott. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. In the air to left center. Pat on his way over. Out. Number 2. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Thomas S.V.G. the next to hit. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Got him swinging. Bottom of the fourth. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Ball one, no strikes. In the air, right field. Walker on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. So now the DH spot, Moises Ballesteros.
Hey!
The Cubbies down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nootbaar in position. 2 down. And now it's Dansby Swanson. On the ground right side. And that's just foul. Out towards right center field. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. Here's the Cardinal DH, Ivan Herrera. And it goes just foul. Herrera, 25 years old, and he was born in Panama. Right side. And there's one away. Now here is Alec Burleson. To the right side, Horner. On to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch. Bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice. So they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
1 up, 1 down. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman number 3.
Here's Alex Bregman. 1 for 2.
Bregman.
Ball, that's out.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nootbaar under it. And that'll do it. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. And the batter now, Mason Wynn. Drilled out towards left center field. That's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. The throw into second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Digging in, Nolan Gorman. Tap foul at the plate. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Swings and misses at one down below the zone. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. A 2-run shot, and they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
That one fouled off. 0-1. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Out to short, Swanson. Throws to first in time. 3rd out. Cubs had 2 on this homer. It's now. Well, we go bottom 6. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Happ lays off.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Hey!
And that's off the inside edge. 3-1 now. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Don't think you want to throw him that pitch again. He hammered it. Next time, he'll make it fair.
Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Out to short. Slings to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. At the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong.
That's a ball.
Inside, almost got him. That one missed. Now 3-0. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
So a man at first. So up next for Chicago, Carson Kelly. Ripped to right. That is the inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms.
So
many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that ball is out of here. That one felt good. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run.
For the Cubs.
Next is the designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. He's already homered in this game.
Steal ball.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. 3rd hit of the day for the DH. And now the first baseman, Alec Burleson. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a foul straight back.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 0-1. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Next to hit, Lars Nootbaar. In the air to left center. He's got it. 1 away. Now at the plate, Mason Wynn. He's already homered here in this one. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Swanson. He turns it. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. Cubs get 1 on the solo shot. Back.
Now pitching for
a new pitcher in the game, Gordon Graceffo. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nootbaar takes it in for the out. 1 down. Swanson digs in. To third, and it stays fair. And they have their first hit since the third inning. Here's Nico Horner. Swing and a miss as he was late. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's two away. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Michael Busch. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Hard hit left side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Cubs leave one. Here at Wrigley Field, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Gorman, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And now the 0-1. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Next offering is outside. Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And one gone.
Next to the Cardinals, the right fielder, number 18.
Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. In the air, right field, Suzuki under this one. Takes it in for the out. Manager out of the dugout now.
For the Cubs.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Jacob Webb.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to fight.
Bregman to first. St. Louis goes down. And now it's Alex Bregman.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Graceffo, a 6'4" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Gorman throws on to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. Just missed. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And there's a foul ball. Out towards right center field. Scott on his way over. And there's 2 away. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit.
0-1. Aye.
That one ripped, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Inside. It's 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Fair ball. Takes the the turn. He's digging for second. To second, pulls him off the bag. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Crow Armstrong in the box now. Takes strike one. Right through there for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. Back here at the friendly confines. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Hack grabs it on the run. One pitch and one out. Here's the second baseman, Thomas S.V.G. 0-1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Obi Milner, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Ray, a right-hander, loosening up as well. That's to third. Foul. And foul ball. In the air, right side of the infield. Horner moving under this one. And a couple of quick outs. Ivan Herrera digs in now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong gets under it, and that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Popped up. Burleson under it. And there's one down. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Moises Ballesteros. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. And there's a ball. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So that removes their last challenge. There's a swing and a drive. And foul. Ball. The Cards up big in this one. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Nice grab to first, and they get the out. One out left for the Cubs. Dansby Swanson stands in. Ripped to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cardinals take this one in a blowout.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.